Ahoy there, friends. So we're going with week 3 with my vlogs. Welcome on in. I appreciate you stopping by. So, what we have for today, it'll be relatively quick, hopefully. All right, so we have a few things on the list which I haven't written down because I just don't do that. I'm an idiot. I wanted to show a few things that we're doing today. So first things first, we have the Insta360 GO 3? Insta360 GO 3? Yeah, it's a little bit of a mouthful. So I bought this ages ago, right? And I want to use it more for, I don't know if I'm going to use it for just recording or anything, but I've bought it and I haven't used it very often, right? That's one thing I need to do and I plan to do in the near future. Hopefully with this video being out there, I have to hold myself accountable to it, right? Second thing, I recently bought something off Amazon. I bought this book. So the pain reprocessing therapy workbook. So once again, I did speak about this before. My psychologist, therapist, one of the things said that I should have a read of this and try to give it a go. So I saw him about 2 weeks ago, and I only just recently received it today. And I will be seeing him on Tuesday, so in about 2 days. So I'll try to read a couple of pages today and a couple of pages tomorrow. The plan is to do a couple of pages per day, right? Just to get into a routine of doing something, because at the moment I barely have a routine of doing anything right now. And I need to start, otherwise I won't be able to get back to what we would call normal, right? So on a daily basis, obviously wake up, shower, etc., etc. I water the gardens for my mum. That's what I plan on doing. Like I used to do it all the time. Now I do like once every 2 days, give or take. I also have, I bought this a while ago too. So this is my official one piece dice that we have. I guess it's not much to show, right? We'll open this now. I was supposed to use this a while ago too, but they're nice. They're just red dice, right? Just with Luffy's face on it. Well, the pirate's sign on it, right? So I think I got this for about $30. I think it costs for little expensive for dice, but you know, I'm playing the One Piece game and I just want to bling out a little bit because I don't buy all the alt arts. So that's another thing that we've done for the past week or so. So they're actually relatively big dice, which is nice. If it decides to focus on this and not in my face. All right. There's 6 of them, right? And they also come with a little black case, which has the One Piece logo thingy on it, right? For the One Piece game. And they just slot in here, I guess. Let's test it out. Because at the moment, I also did buy a deck box for my deck boxes. I think it's called, right? I'll bring that out as well. So here's what it looks like in the actual case itself. So you can close that up and bring that around. Or I also have, so this is the deck box that I bought from Temu. All right. So it opens up like this. And it's like a nice little red leather, I think, or something, fabric. For about $40, give or take. So probably not the best showing of it, but you saw the inside. It comes with this little dice box. I don't know if my actual dice will fit in here, but it's like a magnetic cover. It's got a magnetic cover that you can take off. Okay, you take that off, plug it back on, and you can use it as a dice tray. So let me see if these dice, are they there? They fit. So red on red, that's actually not bad. And then I can just leave it in here. So it goes in here. Right, so once again, these are the deck boxes that I'm using. Hold on. So these are currently the deck boxes that I have for my decks, right? One's for Tui, and one for Dayun. And they fit inside here like that, right? So we have 2 in here now. Let me put the other 2, so they hold about 8 with your deck box. And then lastly, I used to use this tube thingy, right? Which I also bought from Temu, to hold playmat, which is my Nami playmat. So now what we can do is fold this up. Now, this deck box has my dice, my decks, and my playmat. It's not bad, right? The quality from Temu is actually pretty good for this one. I'm actually really liking this. It's very sturdy. It's very heavy though, holding 4 deck boxes. But I find out it'll be a lot better for me. Okay, so a few other things that's been going on. So I have been, oh, hold on. So we have my weekly walk update. We've done roughly about, on average, about 5K steps. About 5K steps for each day-ish. So I think it was on average, right? So I've set myself a goal for roughly about 3,000 steps a day. This is on average for the week, right? Because some days I don't leave the house, and I'll probably do about 1,000 for that day. But if I leave the house, I'll aim anywhere between 3,000 to about 6,000. I think 6,000, it's usually a stretch for me. Like I've done about 9,000 in a day, but that's stretched between the whole day, not like one exercise period, like not walking from, let's just say, for an hour or 2 hours. I think that's way too much for me, right? So if I'm out and then I'm doing exercises for like an hour, half an hour, walking around the shopping center, usually it's about 2 to 4,000 steps. And then obviously the other 5,000 I'll get randomly either walking around the house or if I'm going out again later. But in one section, I don't think I can do that much anyway. But I will try to do an actual exercise section to see how much I can just walk straight for, and see how many steps. I'm guessing I'm roughly about 2,000 at this point in like one go. If it is, it is. It isn't, it isn't. But that's fine. But that's probably the biggest update for me. We need to work on this book here that I got from Amazon. It was on sale for about $33. On average, it's about $40 I found. I tried to go into the stores to get it. Only one store had it it was sold out, but it did have it in store. And I think the rest that I went to didn't have it at all because they just don't have it in stock, right? But I think that's it from me for today. But if you enjoyed anything today, like as in with the exercise that we're doing, we're trying to get out of this chronic illness that we have at the moment. This chronic illness has been going on for years, and I'm to a certain degree finally trying to get something done about it. Like back then I tried to exercise and things like that. We did get somewhere, but I think in the start of this year, it just kind of crashed for me, right? I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the greatest start of the year. I was starting a new job didn't go too well, and then it was just, I wouldn't say depression, but it wasn't a great time, right? So we're trying to get out of that rut, trying to get back into things. The book hopefully will help, and we'll try to get into the hobbies. Hopefully will keep me preoccupied. Once again, if you enjoy the content, please leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.